Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Mei Li Show, the first pan-Asian talk show for the modern woman of Asia.
Now, Mei Li in Beijing, China, and I'm about to enter one of the hottest parties in town. This is Shanghai Tang's first fashion show in Beijing ever, and it's here at the Legation Quarter, so come on in.
There was humor in it, but then it was a dark movie. It was very emotional. It was very thought-provoking. And I mean, to get a performance from one person to cover that gamut of emotions is pretty amazing for you, I bet, as a director.
Well, I've done, you know, a lot of different kinds of films.
Straight down from the ruins of St. Paul is this pedestrian walkway where all these antique stores are. You can buy some great furniture here. I came here 10 years ago to buy some stuff. I'm gonna go try to find that store. I love these. How much are these?
1,200
Hong Kong dollars. How much is that then? My math is really bad. Oh, that's not cheap.
Oh my gosh!
And we haven't even started the treatment yet. Annie, in your book, which is a fascinating read, if you guys have a chance to read it, please do, because it really is revealing about Chinese women now who are really breaking out and being very open sexually, socially, culturally.
Yes.
What do you think has been the biggest change in China for this new single woman?
I think just single women can do a lot of things. Because before, there's no materials, there's no makeup, there's no high heel shoes. Right now, there's so many choices.
But Vivian has always stuck with one constant, and that is her love affair with Chinese culture.
When I was starting, I'm so naive, you know, I would just want to do something that I love about Chineseness and then Chinese culture. I want to embrace the Chinese culture in my work because I don't know that much about Chinese culture.
She is undoubtedly one of the most famous, or to some, infamous characters in all of modern history. But these days, Monica Lewinsky is trying to create a new history for herself.
Do you have this in a wine color?
You have said in the past that you don't want to take advantage of your name to promote your business, to promote your products, or anything else. Is that avoidable, though? Is that a tough thing to do?
What I recall saying was sort of having said that I didn't want to make a career out of being Monica Lewinsky, the intern. And I think I certainly have not done that, in my opinion.
How did it come about that you ended up in Korea? I mean, clearly you have the Korean background.
Right.
Was that the only association and connection that led you to Korea?
That particular period in time, yes. I mean, I would have ended up there eminently, I think, regardless of whatever happened. Because of my mother's background, it was always a goal for me to search for my family in Korea.
It's really tough. It's funny because I'll go into certain interviews where I'll sit down and I'll go, hey, how are you doing? They're like, wow, your English is so good. I mean, it's enough to make you want to scream, really.
Welcome back. Well, we have met some extraordinary female activists so far on today's show. Now I want you to meet a man who's also doing some great work, this time in the name of literacy. John Wood was a hugely successful Microsoft executive when a trip to Nepal changed his life.
Saying that John Wood is a man on a mission would be putting it a bit mildly.
There are 800 million people in the developing world who lack basic literacy.
He is the man responsible for single-handedly starting Room to Read, a non-profit organization that gets books into the hands of children in Asia, children who would otherwise never see a printed page.
This year, we're opening, on average, one school every 2.5 days across the developing world.
Tonight, he is in fundraising mode, and it doesn't take long before donations start pouring in. John has a pretty good story behind Room to Read. In fact, he wrote a book about it, Leaving Microsoft to Change the World.
People don't understand what that means when you have to take that leap. I mean, for you, you kind of went through some anguish to try and decide to leave the comforts of Microsoft to do this kind of strange idea.
When you go to a dinner party, the first thing people ask you is, what do you do? And I was going from saying, I'm number 2 at Microsoft China, at which point people kind of nod and they exchange business cards because they want to be in touch with you. And all of a sudden I was saying, well, I'm delivering books on the back of a yak in rural Himalayan villages. And people kind of leave you standing alone as they go to the hors d'oeuvre table because they think this guy's a little bit crazy.